Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with your Piney podcast. Before we get into South Jersey though, I just have to mention Cuomo's New York. Police invade the private homes of Orthodox Jews to crack down on gatherings. Now initially, they entered for some other reason, but when they saw they had more than 10 people in the house and they were having some sort of gathering, it's just insane. Uh, Andrew Cuomo, you should just step down. I mean, this is to harass these people is just insane on so many different levels. Uh, and everybody's comparing him to the bad guy for Nazi Germany, but it's certainly bad. It's certainly awful, and you can see how quickly these people just and I'm talking about Andrew Cuomo and the Dems. They just turn. They just turn. It doesn't matter how ugly it is. It doesn't matter how, uh, uh, you know, what they said before. History doesn't matter to these people. It's now. It's now. They want power now. Give me power. Give it to me. And Cuomo is a disgrace. Cuomo, de Blasio, both disgraces. New York, vote them out. Getting back to South Jersey, speaking of disgraces, Murphy extends New Jersey public health emergency. Well, what a shock. What a shock that Governor Murphy, tyrant Phil Murphy, doesn't want to give up his power and gets to live in one of his 3 mansions while he hides from the rest of us because he's got a quarantine. Beer virus, 1994 cases, 8 deaths, more than 800 in hospitals. Now that's a tick up in the hospitalization, but again, the deaths are staying the same. They're finding almost 2,000 cases and only 8 deaths. All right, at one point we were down to like 100 cases and 8 deaths. Now it's 2,000 cases and 8 deaths. Percentage-wise, that's a major drop. If we're playing the numbers game, Murphy, you almost never hear about the transmission rate anymore because it's basically the same. Yeah, 1.18. He wants to get it below 1, but it's tough to do. It's tough to do. And I suspect, they can game the numbers and keep it above 1 anyway. So just shut up about the virus, Murphy, and just continue to quarantine. Feds bust national fraud ring based in South Jersey that bought used cars with counterfeit stimulus checks. It's crazy. But, guess those stimulus checks are going around, and I guess you could buy a car for $1,200 in some places. This is a weird story. Middleship Township Police and the Cape May County Sheriff's Office from the Press of Atlantic City are investigating after John Hruska, 36 of Cape May Courthouse, was found dead Thursday evening in a porta potty during a soccer game. The department's preliminary investigation does not suggest foul play, but that he went to the porta potty sometime earlier that day. Huh. Isn't that crazy? What a way to go. Maybe it just was really stinky. Black motorcyclists ride through Philly to turn out black voters. These are black bikers for Biden. Yeah, good luck with that. Gas prices down slightly in New Jersey across the nation. What? Gas prices down slightly in New Jersey. Oh, I guess it means and across the nation. Yeah. I don't know. They took the word and out of the headline. They put that comma. It makes it confusing. They expect the decline to continue as demand for fuel remains low. Yeah, well, where are you supposed to go? Everything's closed. Everybody's going out of business. Nobody's going to have any money. New Jersey Police Department are offering signs to politely turn away trick-or-treaters. No candy this year. Yeah, thanks for ruining Halloween. I'll have candy. I'll have candy, local South Jersey children. Don't you worry. I don't expect to have any trick-or-treaters in my neighborhood, quite frankly. They barely came last year, but we'll see. What day is Halloween this year? Halloween is a Saturday. Oof, that's going to be all day. That's going to be all day, doggy. All day with the trick-or-treaters. I better buy more candy. Just to be safe. Maplewood launches art registry to feature local artists. and art professionals and artist organizations. Hooray! I don't know where Maplewood is. I should know where it is. But let's see. For more information, visit maplewoodartsandculture.org. Oh, let's just click on that. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, man, that town does not look familiar. Well, they've got lots of art in Maplewood. So, Maplewood used to be the name of an Italian eatery. I remember that. Venues. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know this place. I'm going to have to do some searching. But anyhow, look for that. It's going to be a big art thing. Art walk, I guess, I assume. Artists of all disciplines, particularly those with minimal online presence, can benefit from getting involved in the local arts community. Well, maybe I'll go. Sell my books. And finally, forget about it. New Jersey is the most hated state in America. F you, whoever this is. New York Post. Oh, no, New York Post. They always say that. Every year, the New York Post does something to knock New Jersey. The polls are in, and as it turns out, New Yorkers were right all along. New Jersey is the most hated state in America. F you. According to calculations by Best Life magazine, only 28% of New Jersey's population has state pride. And it's loathed by most people in New York, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut, giving it a hatred index of 818. Well, F you, New York, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut. First off, nobody likes New Yorkers in South Jersey. We don't. You come down to Cape May, screw around, junk up the place, and then go back to the city. In fact, you people are the ones who spread the beer virus down here. So F you. Pennsylvania people, we're mostly okay with. You got the Amish people coming from Philly. It's when we go to Philly, people get bent out of shape. Oh, you're just coming in for the day, mucking around the city, messing it up. Hey, we got to have someplace to party. Connecticut, people from Connecticut don't really come to New Jersey, let's be honest. They all go to New York. So, I don't know why Connecticut's got to stick up its butt about New Jersey. The hatred index was formed by calculating the percentage of population that has recently moved out of each state and combined it with a Gallup poll showing state pride defined as the percentage of people who agreed with the statement that their state is the best one or one of the best possible states to live. Finally, the mag looked at the findings of illustrator and amateur researcher Matt Shirley, who polled his 320,000 Instagram followers across the country in 2020 to discover which state they hate the most. We then factored in the that seems like a very arbitrary thing. I'm already very skeptical of this survey. We factored in the population of the state that hated on each state to measure the volume of hostility hurled in every state's direction. These results were compiled into an algorithm that produced the final score of our hatred index, wherein the higher number, the more hated that state is, the mag wrote. Rounding out the top 10 most hated states were Texas, California, Oklahoma, Florida, Michigan, Kentucky, Indiana, Alabama, and Kansas. Who hates Kansas? I mean, there's nothing there, but who hates it? There's nothing there to hate, really. Michigan, I could totally see. I mean, Governor Whitmer is a monster. Indiana, again, very boring, laid back. Same thing with Kentucky. Really, you hate Florida? Who hates Florida? People going there on vacation. Oklahoma, I could kind of see people hating Oklahoma. No offense, Oklahoma. I can kind of see people disliking it. California and Texas, everybody's moving to Texas. This is the dumbest poll I've ever heard. New York came in the 11th most hated, yeah. With 41% of the state pride, people in Massachusetts hating us the most with a hatred index of 207, whatever the hell that means. No. People love New Jersey. We just don't have to brag about it, okay? We're the attitude capital of the world, New York Post and New Yorkers. We just don't like you. We don't like New Yorkers. They're Giants fans, and, we don't like that. North Jersey guys have become just as obnoxious as you. Really, we should cut the state in half. We should split North and South Jersey. It would solve a lot of problems, and people would love South Jersey, and North Jersey would be like, what's that smell? So, that's it for the Piney Podcast. Joan and I will see you next time.